Go on, Rick. Two, what? Sit. Two. Huh? One. Huh? One. Touch. One. What? One. Two. What?
Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week? Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one. Yeah, no sign of him. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a play fake. Lance getting this out to the flat. Mostert pushing his way through and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that. And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw, it's Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they? Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams. But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week. Faking to give to Mostert. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Is able to put it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. An option handoff given to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's Murray from midfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that lap.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 20. On play action, it's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side, completes Isabella. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Lance finding Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a 1st down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Now Lance.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one will be accepted. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart.
Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Lance now on 1st down.
Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
20!
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
At the 9.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A final shot before half from Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd down and goal. Murray escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Now a play fake. Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lance under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposite. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Lance.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. On play action, Lance. Flush to his right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? It's a run with Mostert. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play fake. Murray.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
He'll buy some time right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Powerful running. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor, right?
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for San Francisco,